Welcome back to Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. I'm Dear Darling, and together we'll fall into a rabbit hole of games and illusions, where last time we just basically spent all the time reading books. And now we're still in the library, so I guess we'll be observing this book instead, and seeing what on earth is going on. Because we came up here via the basement. Excuse me, I'm trying to look at the biographies. And we'll see where we go from here. Biographies have been torn out from the top shelf. From the shelf. Life and Time of Lorelei Vise. The pages are torn out. Renzo Nero and Animale Terribile. Most of the book is covered in red paint, but a few pages and paragraphs are still readable. Given the recurring themes of gambling, Nero's comment about cards in 1960s interview and technique and photography comes as no surprise. There's magic in cards. My childhood friend Gino could do things with cards that I've never seen. He was good with tricks. Little Gino, il bruto, a horrible gambler. He never realized that in order to win you had to cheat. He was a simple boy who relied on luck. The game is rigged. Cheating is a part of the game. The occult had always had a hold on Nero. From his scrapbooks, and indeed his work, which often included elements like crystal gazing, tarot and stuff, we can surmise that he was particularly interested in soothsaying. He once said to Claudia Piccini, editor of The Etymologist's Dream, that he did not need to see the finished cut. He had already seen the whole film in a prophetic vision. He often said in interviews that he did not believe in fate, but to his friends he often spoke about different methods to see the future. Contradictions are contrary to my beliefs, he famously wrote to his worst critic, Paul Dumont. Nero's relationship with money was complex. He would often gamble and frequently said that magic and money walk side by side in art. Interesting. Yet he would contradictively as often claim that money stifled creativity, calling it a red, man-eating beast. Whenever he won big, he would buy a new black suit and gladly spent money on diffuse creative endeavours, which are often left unfinished. He would frequently donate money to a local dog shelter, since there are no anti-cat shelters to be found. Several friends and acquaintances have told stories about how Nero would carry around large amounts of cash in grocery bags, or in his pockets, which would often result in him misplacing or losing them altogether. What? This guy's crazy. Besides the technical aspects, Nero had little interest in historical spectacles created by Cine Terzo. The apparatus was too big to create anything which would not be controlled by outside forces. In one of Nero's many manifests, there is a satirical proposal claiming that only dictators should be allowed to direct films. The holiness of creative control is a recurring theme in Nero's scribbling and works, and as time passed, his opinion would swing, and he instead regarded being out of control as the only viable way to create art. Surrendering to the ether, Nero calls it in another manifest. Nero's time at Cine Terzo is rarely spoken of. I assume so, because I assume this is all Italian, but I don't know. Person, I mean. But he spoke of it briefly, and admittedly vaguely, in a 1959 interview with Swedish TV Lars Heland. I heard the whispers in the stomach of a behemoth, Cine Terzo. The old vanguard, survivors from the silent era. I knew that there was an ancient conspiracy, and I wanted in. Nero hated distinctions, and swung like a pendulum between art house and exploitation, yet the majority of his body of work isn't entirely inaccessible. A Dog Like All Other Dogs is still frequently aired on TV in Italy and Germany, and Automobile is constantly screened at cult music festivals. His work has found an audience, but an animale terrible definitely ended his already limited commercial appeal. Nero had crossed the line between Eccentric and Madman, and the distributor abandoned the film after its initial premiere. The first and only Cinema Sostenuto project was a Trojan Horse. An American studio, likely not too familiar with his earlier work, had been convinced that Nero could create a cheap Gothic horror film, which was in vogue at the time. Had they read Nero's attached manifest, it is unlikely that they would have given him assent. An early draft of a proposal suggested, hopefully, jokingly, that the audience should be lined up and shot after each screening. My word, what? This guy is a madman. He had a great interest in technique, and his friend Kai Agatz remembered their visit to the Electronic Artists Symposium well. He called the whole exhibition a one-potato meal, but he kept coming back to Weiss's parodic computer. We failed at every task given, lined well with his thoughts about machines surpassing humans, but while still being inept at everything, since they were built by morons. He killed Weiss, a woman with laser eyes, and said that he already knew that they would soon work together. Don't even understand what on earth this is talking about. I just wanted to go back here because I was like, what was in this place down here? Oh yeah, we got some photos. But also, we're here to get the gachapon machine. Just like Nero gambling. We're gambling away our dollars to get interesting statues. Pointless little trinkets. It's a house on stilts. I love how delicately our character places them down. Our character, who I thought all this time was Lorelei Weiss, but is not Lorelei. We could go upstairs, but let's retrace our steps. What? Oh no, this is a front lobby. No. This is a front lobby. We have a knocking on the door to the left. We've explored everything right and downwards. So let's explore this other stuff now. What's in this room? One Koled and Ozak. Canzone. Delo I don't know, it looked like something backwards. Canzone. Del Oceano. Canzone dell'Oceano. Sounds like it means something in a different language. Locked. Well, we have no, like, reason to believe what that is bolted from the other side. Like, we have codes we can put down, like, oh gosh. Like 1847, but we have no reason to believe it should be work on this lock. Well, I guess we might as well try. I will say, for control scheme for this game, I'm going to bring it up every time, and I apologise. It absolutely baffles me. This is the way you control the game, with one button. I mean, props on minimalism, but at the same time, really? Why is this backwards? Something other dogs. Ologist dream. I can definitely see more than it says I can. Large wooden object. Something blocks away. What even is this? Locked door. Again, I have no reason to believe I know what the combination is for this. With photos as well. I don't know if we know what these are either. Interesting how they have their own thing, you know, their own category. A clock. Oh, it's astrological symbols. Okay, these all seem numbered, but this is what? Presumably it does rotate. MDCC, so that's 1798. This says 1807. This says what? 1924. And this says 1932. So presumably we're going to find years, and these years will be relevant to some astrological symbol somehow. And then this will be whatever the combination is. We don't know what that is, but still. It's locked. We don't have a key. I guess we can go upstairs. That's a lot to explore. Stanchion. Exhibition opening 2014. Visit the exhibitions on the second floor. Well, we cannot. Automobile. One of the movies. It's another lock. Another lock which we have no bearing on what this is. Seeing as it saves what we put as a padlock, maybe we should start leaving a code for us, being like, I don't know what this is. Or something similar. Roman numeral lithograph. Order. Okay. Film posters. The Ace of Hearts. 1, 2, what, how? How do we arrange this? There's another lock. How many locks are there? Actually, maybe that's what we should do. We should do this to be like, yes, we have seen this one before. We just don't know what the code is. I don't even know why we have caffeine influence and temperature and stuff. I assume this is meant to relate to this. I don't really know what the order would be, though. Like, it's bottom left. So, wait, hold on. Is there like a secret number code in this? In these posters? I don't know why it doesn't allow us to see them more up close, to be honest. Because I'm like, if this is 1, 2, 3, 4, and then like there's a different number hidden in each of these posters, then maybe that gives us a code to use for that lock, but I don't see an obvious one. Unless it's like number of rockets or something. What the? Bolted from the other side. We've got another map. Document tube. Andre Platten. Not maps. It's, no. This one. No. Architect sketches, that's it. Andre Platten, this one. Any hidden costs? Are there hidden numbers in here? 714 from the walls? Because you can see if you tilt your head so it's looking at north as the top of a thing, the walls spell out 714, which I assume must be what it is. I see no other three-digit combination. These ones I like because it's very obvious what it refers to. It is one of the parts of Escape Room I dislike, is when you find a number code and you just have to try on every single lock. I always have a deep respect for an escape room which can give very clear direction of like, this should go here. Like, once you find something, you know where it goes. Anyway, Hotel Letsplay, floor 2. The second floor of Hotel Letsplay includes space perfect for exhibitions and shows, as well as a lot of luxurious rooms to stay and feel at home in. Studies, offices, and other workplaces are found throughout the floor. But this floor also leads to the backyard, in which you'll find places to contemplate. How? Such as an orangery. There's a balcony facing south, and each of the wings has its own balcony with their own fire escapes. Okay. Sculpture. There's a hole in the forehead of a sculpture. We have nothing to put in there. This is a shortcut we can't open. This is a scissor room. Oh, it's another one of these. Oh. This control scheme. Well, this looks like it's at the bottom. I don't know why I picked it up first, but this looks like it's near the top. Excuse me? Lorenzo the Great's latest mystery show. How very mysterious of him. What? Do spirits come back? So that's what another American dollar. But scissors mean is that there's this type of puzzle here. Can we open the map then? Where else can we even go in here then? We go upstairs. That's it. Okay, well, let's go upstairs, I guess. This must be something. I just don't understand it. I don't see more numbers in here, is the thing. Unless it is a rocket and the code is like 1, 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6. Oh, we might as well try it. Seeing as the door's right here, then... Nope. Maybe it's number of cards? I don't know, you can't really tell. What's going on? It's like not evidently clear to me what the code would be. Just that that's the order it's in. Oh, a computer terminal. 2014, okay. Save file. Yeah. Okay. What's this? It's locked. Okay, well, we don't have a key. We're getting a lot of goals, but not a lot of progress in them. 1963. There's no one there. Another espresso machine. Why are there so many? Is that another lock? 3-digit lock. Shortcut? Okay. Red blood. Another one of these. Every time. Is this the top? Maybe. I generally don't know what we're going to do when we have all of these together. Okay, I was like, what am I looking at? Wait. Lorenzo the Great in his latest mystery. Playing cards turn into keys. Okay, what's this? More paintbrushes. American dollar. So these rooms always have American dollar and they always have this rearrange the stuff thing. Okay, nothing to interact with over here then. We finally hit a dead end. We might actually have to go back down to a floor and open that door, which they want us to open, and then I never did. It's got a huge maze on the front of this one. I wonder if we'll ever have to interact with something which they won't allow us to have a closer look at, you know? Is that a documentary? That is. Treaty of Vodchnivik. Documents, notes, architect's sketch. Immediately forgot the name. This one. This is recalculate the area. This is 18 by 6, which is what? 60, 48, 108. Sounds wrong. No, it sounds right. And thankfully, not too difficult one to actually input. We love that for you. Okay. 183. What? How do we know that? Or is this, it came with a map? For some reason I saw that and I was like, how does it know what the answer is already? Like, it's like we worked it out, so then it puts it down for us, but no, that's probably not how it works. It's probably like this was meant to be a clue for us to open that room, which seems to be a printer? The highest floor of Hotel Letsplay is used for the most spacious suites, facing the beautiful and seemingly endless forest to the north. The wings room feature grand windows from which guests can view the wonderful landscape. The majesty of this floor is enhanced by its many hallways, while the octagonal centre of the floor... Oh yeah, weird. It accentuates the height. The stairs in the southmost hallway lead to a small loft, while the stairs in the northern hallway lead down to the mezzanine of the foyer. Okay. And this is a locked room. Okay, so we know that room is 183. I guess we'll open it and come back. Oh, hold on, no. Let's do this clipping things and then we'll round this episode off here, probably. Let's grab our American dollar. And it's... I don't know why there's so many of these posters. Just to get me an idea of who Lorenzo is. I don't even really know what I'm assembling here. Wait, this should be up here. Is this at the bottom? That doesn't look right. Oh, because it's a tassel. It's that way around. Oh, I thought it was a glass. It's not. It's a perfume bottle. Lorenzo's Vermilion on Teals. Cure the blind. Cure the blind, heal the sick. Nice. Will be shredded posters, which I'm assembling and have no idea what to do with. That's okay. But for now, we'll round this episode up here. So if you have been watching, thank you very much. It's been Lorelei and the Laser Eyes, and I've been Dear Darling. Likes, comments, subscription, shares, greatly appreciated. Socials, Discord down below. Hope to see you again, but for now, it's our farewell. So until next time, I'm going to just make a duplicate of our save just in case, which we'll save over very rarely. Just in case anything horrid happens. Bye-bye for now.